First two left for... Okay. Gibson.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Bears of Rio de Janeiro. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Well, this defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Washington defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Bears at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Angel.
Here's Fields now on second down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Fields throwing again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's got this down to the 35.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That one complete out to Dotson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Powell on the QB sneak.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And Washington has taken the lead. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
First down, Howell to throw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they...
Oh, Howell loses it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Powell throwing on third down here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 11.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Bears take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He got 29 yards that time.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46.
On the option left is Fields.
20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Taylor will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hal, he'll look to throw it.
Got a man over the middle, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. It's a gain of 35. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing here, Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bears 14. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, kid. Matter. Extend.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hey, can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Hey, can.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And quickly, they get to the line.
And the Bears.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now it's Fields.
This is intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Commanders,
they move back.